this game underway. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner goes down.
Okay,
offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows.
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in. The expressway is wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming.
Jackrabbit.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down.
Get set, get set. Go.
He's looking to throw. He's right on target. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And the Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
42, Spider.
Wide out in motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
A run for the quarterback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And the sack all the way back at the 5. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll set up to throw. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The inside handoff. Smashes through. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big...
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job fighting.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job of finishing.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Using the quick game. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Gonna run it. It's Hobbs. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play. They were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. He makes the catch. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Ready?
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Ready up.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
In blue. In blue.
Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd down, going up top. Buys a little time with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chain.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man in the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miami! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He's off to the races. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. There's a better play there by the defense.
Now facing a third and long. Quarterback checking off. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And he's going to throw deep right side. And it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the handoff. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Canes moving quickly to the line. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Running back searching for a hole. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll go to the air on third and short. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown Tide. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong. Going up top. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. A designed run for the quarterback. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook. Everything I have to use. I like all this.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cade.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Trying to find his man on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Oh, look out! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on first down. Looking to scramble. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll fire. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Hobbs. Nifty run there. Pick up a 6 out through the 25.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can give this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They'll run it from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. The quick out. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in, and end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 11 over Appalachian State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game...
And here's the third interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snatches it on the right. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Hurricane. What a catch and run for 6.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field to the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Miami.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're they're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Using his legs, it's Hobbs. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him and they convert. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution.
He's got it inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
A lot of guys on defense playing really well with their eyes right now. They were not fooled by that jet sweep.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gets it out quickly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown Tide! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, you're kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
Double right.
On third down, he drops to throw. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Trying to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Alabama! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Texas State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to San Marcos. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got an open man. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to throw it. He makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on second down for this offense.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bush. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
He wants to throw it again. Gets it to the back. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense. So they're...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man to the left. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll throw it on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw an interception.
He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Trying to make that, and the ball's on the ground. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense with the scoop and score. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over to the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibbs. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
They want to throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bush. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Quarterback on the keeper. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. Coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great...
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would like, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
On the ready.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10.
Pilot.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup. The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buys a little extra time. He's looking on the right side. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense.
What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown time. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibbs. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. Now, thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead late.
Longer. Ready.
He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And a beatdown has ensued.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense.
325.
Looking to move it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They get to him as he throws. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came